What's up, family? Before we get into today's episode, I just want to take a moment and say thank you, man. Some of y'all have been rocking with me since the first episode of A Sharp Mindset. Some of y'all found me last week. Some of y'all are watching this for the very first time. And no matter how you got here, I appreciate you. But what's crazy is this right here is a milestone for me. This is my first video podcast. So for a long time, y'all only heard my voice, but I felt like it was time for y'all to see the person behind the microphone. Time for me to stop hiding behind audio and show up fully. And it's not because I didn't want to be seen, but because the mission is bigger than my comfort zone. And if I'm asking y'all to grow every single week on the podcast, I got to be willing to grow too. So before we go any further, let me introduce myself the right way. I'm your host, ST Sharpen. I'm a leader of people, a woman of faith, a survivor of some things, a student of life, and a product of both good decisions and bad decisions. And today, I want to give you a little bit of my story. Not because my story is special, but because maybe somewhere in my journey, you'll find a piece of your own. And if you ever listen to this podcast, laugh with me, cry with me, learn something from me, or just been inspired by something I said, I want to ask you to support the movement, man. Go ahead and visit asharpmindset.com. All right. Go visit asharpmindset.com and check out the latest episodes, man. You can catch up there, grab your merch. You see I'm rocking it. And just help us continue to build something bigger than a podcast, man. Because over here, we're building a community. We're building positive mindset changes. We're building a movement. So go represent the brand at asharpmindset.com. All right. Now, I want to get into why I am the way I am, why I think the way I think, why I move the way I move, and why this podcast means so much to me. We vibing on a sharp mindset, diving deep where the real ones intersect. Ideas flow like the beats. We connect knowledge in the air, let the wisdom reflect. From the highs and the lows we navigate, conversations that resonate, elevate, chasing dreams, yeah, we never hesitate. In this journey of life, we cultivate. So tune in, let's break down the grind. With a vision so clear, leave the dots behind. On a sharp mindset, where the stars align, building futures together, one thought at a time. What's up, A Sharp Mindset family? Welcome back to another episode of A Sharp Mindset. On this podcast, we'll dive into real talk, mindset shifts, and personal growth. I'm your host, ST Sharp, and today we'll be discussing the topic that's what? Been on my mind lately. Yep, been on my mind. What's up, everybody? Look, man, today's topic is I wasn't built to lose. I just took the wrong route. But look, man, before we tap in, I want to thank everyone for tuning into another episode of A Sharp Mindset. Because when I speak, I don't do this for clout. I genuinely want to empower people. So track with me and tap into a motivational vibe that'll change your mindset for the better. So you already know what I want you to do. Please share, subscribe. Share, subscribe. Get this gift out there to the world and become a part of A Sharp Mindset family today. All right, y'all. Look, I said it, man. I wasn't built to lose. I just took the wrong route. All right. I hope y'all had an amazing week, a sharp mindset kind of week, a protect your peace kind of week. Cause man, we about to dive in. All right. Let me talk to you real quick. You ever had everything you needed to win and still chose a path that could have took you out? Yeah, that's me. This ain't no regular episode. This right here, this is my truth, my story, my foundation, my why. So when you hear me talk, you know it ain't cap. I was raised right, but I moved different. See, one thing about me, I can't even blame how I was raised. I had a strong foundation, My mama and daddy, they were heavy in church. I was there all the time. You know what I'm talking about? That PK kid, uh, in church Monday through Sunday. That wasn't just something we did though. That was the foundation of my upbringing. So yeah, I knew right from wrong early. But it didn't stop there, man. That environment gave me more than just morals. It gave me spiritual awareness, street knowledge, and book knowledge. My mama, man, she was a teacher and a professor for years. My stepfather, the man who raised me, he was a manager for years at a housing authority. So understand this. I truly had what I needed in life. Just not everything I wanted, but everything I needed. Some people might try to call that ungrateful later on, but let me be clear. We wasn't rich, right? But we were definitely blessed. And still, I chose a different path. Structure was there. Love was there. Guidance was there. Ain't nobody just leave me out here lost. But I'm going to tell you something most people don't want to admit. You can be raised right and still choose wrong. Come on. Yeah, let that hit you. Some of us ain't come from broken homes. We walked into broken situations, broken decisions. Come on, hear me. And that's what I did. I chose the streets not because I had to, because I wanted to. I wanted to see what it was. And the streets gonna always look good at first. You know what I'm talking about? You living that life of church. You going to church all the time. You trying to do good, but when you in that mindset, that frame, streets look like freedom. It looks like respect. It looks like power. Whole time it's a setup. See, I'm straight out of Kansas City, Missouri, and if you know, you know. That city gon' teach you real quick. I ain't just educated, I'm experienced. I got book sense and street sense, and let me break that down real clean. Books teach you how it's supposed to go. Streets show you how it really go. Come on, hear me. Books gonna give you knowledge, but the streets, they gonna give you scars, lessons, awareness. You can't go Google what I've been through. You can't YouTube what I've learned. I lived it. That's why when I speak now, it hit different. You know, you know what's crazy? I wasn't lost because I didn't know right from wrong. I was lost because I thought I knew better. I thought I was smarter than every warning. I thought I was smarter than every lesson, smarter than every prayer my mother prayed over me. And every time I ignored what I knew was right, I paid for it. I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. I was out there running the streets, moving how I wanted to, feeling like I was in control, feeling untouchable. Saying the same stuff everybody else say. I got this. I know what I'm doing. It ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah. Until reality hit. The streets don't warn you, they expose you. You learn loyalty, then you see people fold. You chase money, then you realize what it costs. You build a name, then almost lose your soul behind it. And everything you do is stick with you. Some of the weight I still carry. Some of them lessons I'll never forget. But that ain't where I stayed. Feeling stuck? Tired of negative noise? Then stop. It's time to flip the script. On a sharp mindset, we don't ignore life challenges. We know you go through things to grow through things. Every episode is packed with real talk, fresh insight, and actual gems to help you move from stuck to unstoppable. I don't do this for clout. I truly want to empower people. So track with me, tap in, and start sharpening your mindset for success. Listen now on all major podcast platforms. Look, man, at some point, I had to check myself, man. Like, what are you doing? Who are you becoming? Is this even you? and the answer every time I ask myself that is, nah. I knew I was built for more. And just cause I stepped in it don't mean I had to stay in it. Come on, hear me. So I made a decision. Turn my negative into something powerful. Turn my mistakes into messages. Turn my pain into purpose. Everything I've been through, that was training. Everything I survived, that built me. It didn't break me, it sharpened me. But let's keep it real. When I say it sharpened me, I ain't talking about some motivational quotes. I'm talking about real life. I'm talking about nights when I had to sit alone with decisions I knew I shouldn't have made. I'm talking about looking in the mirror and not always liking the person looking back at me. I'm talking about carrying regret, carrying guilt, carrying memories, carrying mistakes. See, some people love the success story, but they don't always understand the struggle that came before it. Come on. They see the leader, they see the supervisor, the manager, they see the podcast, they see the confidence, they see the growth, but they don't see the nights I question myself. Come on, hear me. They don't see the times I felt stuck. They don't see the moments I knew I was capable of more but kept getting in my own way. And if we're being honest, sometimes my biggest obstacle wasn't the streets. It was me. Come on, hear me. That hit different, don't it? Sometimes it wasn't the environment. Sometimes it wasn't the people around me. Sometimes it was Sharp making choices Sharp had no business making. Let's stop making excuses. I wasn't missing information. I wasn't missing opportunities. I wasn't missing love. I was making choices. And that's a hard truth to tell about yourself. And somehow I still chose roads that led to pain. I still entertained things that didn't belong in my future. I still ignored warning signs. I still learned lessons the hard way. That's why this episode matters. Because somebody listening right now is where I used to be. You know better than what you're settling for. You know you're destined for more than what you're accepting. You know there's greatness in you, but you're still taking detours. Come on, that's a gem. Still making excuses, still delaying who you're supposed to become. And I came to tell you, man, I came to tell you something I wish somebody would have told me. You don't have to wait until life breaks you to change. You don't have to wait until you lose everything to wake up. You don't have to hit rock bottom to choose a different direction. Because every lesson don't gotta come through suffering, man. Some lessons come through wisdom. And when I look back over my life, man, the church taught me faith. The streets taught me consequences. The leadership taught me responsibility. But pain taught me humility. Failure taught me resilience. And God, God taught me that even when I took the wrong route, I was never beyond redemption. I didn't find peace or understand peace until later in life. Let me tell y'all something. There are moments in my life when I disappointed myself, not my family, not my friends, me. Those moments when you're alone, nobody's watching, nobody is judging, and you know you're capable of more, but you're standing in your own way. Those were some of the hardest days of my life. Everything I've been through, that was training. Everything I survived that built me. It didn't break me, it sharpened me. And if I'm being honest, there was somebody praying for me long before I ever started praying for myself. My mama. Come in closer. My mama was a prayer warrior. And when I say prayer warrior, I don't mean she prayed when things got bad. I mean, she was a prayer warrior. I mean, prayer was who she was. She prayed when things were good. She prayed when things were hard. She prayed when I was making her proud. And she prayed when I was breaking her heart. See, I know I gave my mama some headaches. Who didn't get their mama no headaches? Come on now. I know I gave her some sleepless nights. I know there were moments when she looked at the choices I was making and wondered if I ever was going to get life together. I know there was times she cried for me, times she worried about me, times she called my name out to God when I wasn't even thinking about him myself. And as I've gotten older, man, I realized something. A lot of the things that could have happened to me didn't. A lot of the doors that should have closed stayed open. A lot of the situations that could have took me out didn't. And I truly believe it was because somebody was praying for me, not because I was lucky. It was because my mama was covering me. I miss her dearly, man. There ain't a day that goes by that I don't think about her. There are moments in my life right now where I wish I could just pick up the phone and call her. Tell her about the podcast. Tell her about the people I'm helping. Tell her about the growth. Tell her about the woman I'm becoming. Just to hear her voice one more time. But even though she's not here physically, I feel her. I hear her lessons. I remember her sacrifices. I carry her values. And every time I choose purpose over distractions, growth over excuses, faith over fear, a part of my mama lives through me. And I believe that with all my heart. She's smiling right now. Not because I was perfect. Lord knows I wasn't. Not because I got everything right, because I didn't. But because she is looking over me now and she see me growing. She got to see that change. She got to see me start becoming the person she always believed I could be. And for that, I'm grateful. So if you ever listen to this and you're listening right now and you still got your mother, love on her. Call her, thank her, don't wait. And if you lost your mother like I have, live in a way that honors her. Carry the lessons, carry the love, carry the prayers, because some of us are standing today on prayers that were prayed over us years ago. Come on, hear me. Mama, I wish you was here to see this. I wish you could see that all those prayers weren't wasted. I wish you could see the woman sitting behind this microphone today. Because there was a time I don't think I ever saw her. I was so busy surviving, so busy being hard, so busy proving myself to everybody else that I never took the time to become who God was trying to call me to be. And now that I'm finally becoming her, that's the key word, becoming. You're not here for me to tell you thank you face to face, and it hurts. That's why I don't hate my past. I don't glorify it either though, but I don't hate it because everything I've been through, every wrong turn, every setback, every lesson, scar, victory, every tear, every prayer, it all became a part of the training. And without that training, you wouldn't be listening to ST Sharp today. That's why this podcast here different. So when I get behind this mic every single week, this ain't for play, this is for real. This is for the ones stuck in between. You know better, but still fighting for your habits. You trying to grow, but your environment pulling you back. You look tired, but you ain't done yet. I see you because I was you. And I'm telling you right now, you can switch lanes, but you got to want it. You got to choose it. Listen, you ain't too far gone. You ain't messed up your life beyond repair. You ain't too late. You just in the middle of your transition. Let me paint it like this, man. And I know y'all probably heard this before. Your life is like that blank sheet of paper. Clean, fresh, untouched. But every bad decision, every mistake, every time life hits you, it's like crumbling up that paper. Now it got wrinkles. Now it don't look perfect no more. And a lot of people stop right there thinking because it got wrinkled it's ruined. Come on, hear me, track with me. But here's the truth. You can earn that paper out, man. It might not look exactly how it started, but it still can be used. It still holds purpose. It still tells a story. And sometimes them wrinkles make it real. Come on. And if I can go from being outside, moving reckless, learning the hard way to speaking life into people, you can too. Your gift is not my gift, but your past don't disqualify you. It qualifies you. Come on, man. That's a gem. So look, family, that's my episode for today. Let me leave you with this. There was a version of me that knew better but didn't do better. There was a version of me that had the foundation but still chose the wrong direction. A version of me that had faith but tested everything but God. I can't erase that version, but I refuse to be that version because the same person that was out there moving reckless is the same person standing here right now speaking life. That's the difference. See, people think transformation means you become somebody new overnight. Nah, transformation is when you just make a decision and stand on it every single day. It's when you look at who you used to be and say, you don't control me no more. I just told you your life is like a blank sheet of paper. Yeah, it got wrinkles. Yeah, it got crumbled. Yeah, it don't look perfect. But listen to me. You are not ruined. God can still use you. Purpose can still find you, and you can still rewrite your story because I'm proof. I am the after the mistakes, the after the bad decisions, the after the streets, the after the lessons. And I didn't just survive it. I turned it into something. So when you hear my voice, when you see what I'm building, when you watch where I'm going, understand this clearly. This ain't luck. This ain't chance. This is purpose activated. Come on now. And if it can happen for me, it can happen for you. So don't quit. Don't fold. Don't let your past convince you ain't worthy of more, because you are. And this right here, y'all, this is just the beginning. Because if God could take a girl from Kansas City, a girl who knew better but didn't do better, a girl who took detours she shouldn't have never taken and still turned her pain into purpose, then don't tell me your story is over. Don't tell me you missed your moment. Don't tell me God can't use you, because I'm standing here as proof he can. And if you're ready to stop surviving and start becoming, welcome to a sharp mindset. Let's continue to grow. Woo! Look, man, if you enjoyed this topic and you're ready to flip the script on life, subscribe to the podcast, man. As always, stay positive, protect your peace, and chat with me next week on another episode of A Sharp Mindset. Until next time, stay sharp. I'll catch y'all next week.